Welcome back, Chronics of All Conditions. So, we left off at I'm 36, living in Boston, minding my own business, and one day I just start puking. Yeah. What would happen is I would puke for 24 to 48 hours. Couldn't associate it with a food or a drink. It was like this terrible pain, like right here in my stomach.
Oh no, not again.
Anything I drank, I couldn't even keep down water. I couldn't even smoke pot.
Yeah. Like pot.
It was horrible. And I had no idea what could stop it.
Okay. I think it's all gone. I think it's...
So at this point, I'm feeling a little desperate. And my mom, the genius that she is
Smart.
Is Dr. Pugh still practicing? Oh my God, he is. Dr. Pugh will help me. He saved my life once before. He can do it again. I know it. I go in there looking like
The Walking Dead.
I had lost all this weight. I had dark bags under my eyes. I wasn't eating. I had no energy.
I'm so tired.
Basically, at rock bottom.
Haven't hit rock bottom quite yet.
Yeah, no, I was at rock bottom.
Everything hurts and I'm dying.
I don't know if you remember me. I was a patient of yours when I was 16. I was in musicals in high school. So finally it clicks and he says, "The Potts girl. You knew?"
Wait, what?
He was like, "Well, we didn't have a name for it then. We treated you for it, but, you know, it wasn't an actual name until years later." So I give him an overview of the last 10 years. And he says, "You're pretty compromised," which was accurate. I was hardly able to work. I felt so weak, not to mention I didn't know when I would start.
Oh my God, my insides are on fire!
So Dr. Pugh, being who he is, was like, "I got this. We're going to get you some iron infusions because your iron has tanked and that's going to help. You're going to see a cardiologist for POTS who knows about POTS, and also go see a gastroenterologist to find out why this is happening." Dr. Pugh was going to retire in a year, so I felt so blessed that I had found him before that happened.
Hurry.
Divine intervention.
So I have to wait another 6 months to even get appointments.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I tell the gastroenterologist all my problems, mainly focusing on the vomiting, ask questions, and then decided, I think it's just constipation.
How'd it go? Same old shit, different day.
Do people puke when they're constipated? So she tells me to split up the dose of Miralax I'm taking, which isn't really helping anything, and that the next step, if that didn't work, would be to come back, where she takes a probe and goes where the sun doesn't shine.
Where are you putting this?
To stimulate parts of your muscles in and around your intestines, something about the pelvic floor moving, something about that helping constipation. It seemed very extreme.
Jabberwocky, there are still stones left unturned.
I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if there's a step in between Miralax and the anal probe. I decided I would hold off for a little bit, see the cardiologist, and I'd circle back to the probe. So finally, I have an appointment with the cardiologist, Dr. Nancy Grayson, out of MGH in Waltham. You have POTS, and let's get you started on this medication called Mestinon. Right away after I took one, I felt different. I can't really explain it. I did feel like my muscles were more activated. I had energy. I could swallow. Not that I couldn't before, but I didn't realize I was having trouble swallowing, because after I took the Mestinon, it was awesome. Mestinon is actually a drug that they use to wake up patients who are having difficulty waking up from anesthesia after surgery. Fun fact, the government gave this to all the soldiers in Desert Storm to be protected against nerve agents. So, bonus, if, there's any kind of nuclear situation, we're the ones that are gonna win. For once. For once. Also, I could now control my voice, whereas I had vocal node surgery, and after that, my voice should have been fine, but wasn't.
Your voice.
My voice?
After I take this, I can control it to where it needs to go, which is really exciting, because I had lost that, and that's just a bummer. Even for singing in the shower, you want to be as good as you can.
If you're happy and you know it's happy.
Something exciting did happen after I was on the full dose of Mestinon. I stopped vomiting.
Thank God.
There's a but. Now it was just coming out the other end,
Seriously, dude, light a candle.
which I prefer. Trust me. So obviously the Mestinon did wake something up and was helping things move through my system, because whatever was staying in my stomach is now going down to my intestines. The one thing I said to Dr. Grayson was, I'll go to a gastroenterologist, but you have to promise he's not going to think I'm crazy. And she said, no, he works with POTS patients, EDS, he knows all about that. He's going to really understand where you're coming from.
He never did, though.
So I meet the new gastroenterologist, and he listens to everything that had happened in the last 10 years.